What's up, YouTube? This your girl Violet, aka Tanalea C. So I'm gonna hop right into it. As you can see, the title say we're gonna talk about what is codependency and 5 ways you can fix it. So codependency is like an addiction to relationships, where a person may feel like it's their life purpose to save another person. They become addicted to it, almost to the point where it becomes self-sacrificial. It's definitely unhealthy, and I think that most of us experience this at some points in our life. On your spiritual journey, you'll recognize this more quick or faster than some other people when you get triggered by certain people in certain situations, and it causes you to kind of become codependent, where you're thinking about the person all the time and you become in limerence with that person. This can be with partners, or this can be with family members. This can even be in friendships, codependency. What normally causes this is trauma that happened in the childhood, where you kind of got ignored, you got neglected, you felt a lot of shame and guilt for being who you are, and really it happens to the best of us. So let me go ahead and give you 5 tips and tricks to help you on your codependency journey. And I hate to say it, but a lot of times it's rooted in lack of intuition, lack of self-esteem, lack of self-trust. It can cause you to be aggressive, controlling, jealous, angry, envious. Number 1 is focus on support and not control. You cannot control anybody. We all have free will. So if you find yourself stepping into that space where it's like, well, I want to control this person, I want to be with this person all the time, I want to know what they're doing all the time, and I want to go with them, you need to step back and see how you can support and how you can try to change your mindset when it comes to that. Number 2, you want to separate your partner's desires from your own. So when we first fall in love, or we are in that infatuation phase, it's like we all lovey-dovey, we want to be with that person all the time, and we start to get our desires intertwined with one another. So you may feel like you want to do one thing because this person wants to do it, and you kind of lose yourself. So you find yourself doing things that you really don't want to do, and that can cause you to be resentful. So make sure that you separate each other's desires from one another. Is make sure that you focus on yourself, okay? Make sure that you always have some me time established. Make sure that you engage in things that you really want to do. So when you're on your spiritual journey and you're doing your shadow work, you can find out more about yourself, because you're going in within yourself to find out who you really are. So once you do that, you can tap into things that you want to do that's going to bring you joy and happiness. Also, make sure that you practice saying no, right? That you set those boundaries, and make sure that you engage with other people as well. Number 4, and this is very, very important, make sure that you challenge negative thoughts, right? So when you get a negative, paranoid thought about your partner, or well, maybe if I'm not with them, they're cheating, what can I do to make them more happy? Everything gets revolved around them. Make sure that you try to combat that with positive thoughts, right? So journaling can help this. Make sure that you just kind of doing a brain dump, jotting out all your negative feelings and replace them with positive ones. And lastly, sometimes this can be the hardest. You have to start building your own self-esteem. So what you want to do is you want to establish strong social groups, strong friend networks. You want to note your positive qualities and traits. What are you good at? You really want to expound on that. And you really want to go within yourself when you're trying to build up your self-esteem. Set reasonable, easily attainable expectations, right? So we don't want to say that in order for me to build my self-esteem, I need to make $1 million tomorrow. That's highly unlikely. However, you can start taking baby steps towards making $1 million, right? So you can start developing a plan, trying to make your own business. What steps can you do day by day, week by week, month by month to work towards these goals? Exercise more often. Get outside more often. Being outside, studies have shown, has really increased like the dopamine in your brain, and it makes you feel better. Also, don't forget, make sure that you change your diet. Sometimes that can cause you to get into a major depression and slump when you're not eating properly, when you're eating nothing but just junk food and eating fast food on the go. So if you change your diet and also get more rest, a lot of times even those little things that help you build your self-esteem. If you find yourself still struggling with codependency, sometimes it's helpful to reach out to a loved one, reach out to a therapist, reach out to someone else for help, so y'all can work together to try to end this. If you like the content that's being brought to you, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back with another My Spiritual Journey video.